Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here for this video. And so in this video here, we're going to talk about the upcoming NFL week. That's right, week 6 is upon us here. And so by week 6 now, we're starting to see which teams are starting to look like some contenders, which teams are some pleasant surprises, which teams are disappointing right now, and which teams just already thinking about next year already. So yeah, just to recap a couple of things right now. I mean, we look at the team, like the AFC West, for example, and the Chargers are sitting atop that one right now. More importantly, right now in that tough division, they are currently 2-0 right now. And so obviously we know with the Raiders, without John Gruden, we'll look and see how that impacts them. The Broncos, they've sliding out 2 games in a row, and the Chiefs find themselves at the bottom of the division in 2-3. 0-1 in division as well. You look at the AFC North, you've got the Ravens at the top at 4-1. Lamar Jackson and company with a thriller of a comeback against the Colts. And my goodness, did Lamar air it out in that one and utilize his abilities to the best of his abilities. And believe me, that was an exciting thing to watch in that one. And so, I mean, obviously what they're doing, the Browns and the Bengals are both currently 3-2 as well. You got the Steelers falling at 2-3. And the AFC East, the Bills, they're 4-1. Patriots 2-3. Dolphins 1-4. Jets 1-4. And so right now, it looks like the Bills are going to definitely run away with that division. It's just whoever wants to finish in second, they can have it at this point. Cardinals 5-0 and also 2-0 in the division, which is really big, and that's going to play a key role later in the season as well. Rams, they're 4-1. Of course, their only loss came to the Cardinals so far. Seahawks, they're 2-3, but Russell Wilson being out for a month, that's going to be tough. 49ers, they're 2-3 as well. Cowboys at 4-1, looking very, very good right now. Very good right now. I really like what I've seen from them. Washington football team, to me, has been a disappointment, even though they're 2-3 right now, second place in the division. But yeah, disappointing where they're at, but they still have a chance to salvage something, but they've got a lot of injuries they got to overcome. Eagles are 2-3. Giants currently 1-4. The Giants, they got a ton of injuries that they're trying to overcome as well right now. They're looking at the NFC South. You've got Buccaneers, they're 4-1 right now. A couple of close games, but still, to be 4-1, good for them. Panthers 3-2, a shocking defeat to them, to the Eagles, last week. That's definitely something that's going to be on their mind. We'll see if Christian McCaffrey does return, but it looks like the second place could either go to the Panthers or the Saints. And then you've got the Falcons in last place at 2-3, fresh off of their win against the Jets. Then you look at the Packers, in that division. And yeah, the Packers right now, they're 4-1. The Bears are 3-2, quietly at 3-2, while Minnesota is falling to 2-3. And you've got Detroit at 0-5. A lot of season-ending injuries on that team as well. So we'll see how things continue to play out. But let's go ahead now to recap where everybody stands right now, and let's get things going. So right now, the first game that I'm going to talk about is going to be the Dolphins versus the Jaguars. This is supposed to be the game that Tua Tagovailoa may be returning, should unless something happens that changes that otherwise. But I'm going to make this prediction under the assumption that he does play. And so this matchup right here, I do think that this one's going to be a close game. And so the fact that it's down there in Jacksonville, I know Jacksonville right now, they're trying to figure out what game are they going to get a win at and stuff like that. But against the Miami Dolphins right now, I'm thinking that I'm still going to rock with the Dolphins to win this one, assuming that Tua does return in this one. I've got the Dolphins winning, final score being 20. I'm going to go 26-22 over the Jaguars. All right, so next up, you've got the Chargers versus the Ravens. And so this is going to be an exciting matchup, guys. Like, I really love this matchup. Justin Herbert, he's been tremendous to watch. I mean, my man went out there and literally lit it up for I think it was 5 or 6 touchdowns last week. And then you've got what Lamar Jackson and company, what they were able to do against the Colts, and just what we've seen from them this year, being at home. I'm going to go ahead and say in this one right here, I mean, this is a very big game right here, but I'm going to say the Chargers find a way to win this one on the road. I'm going to be bold with this. I'm going to say Chargers win this one. Final score being 30, I'm going to say 34-33 over the Ravens. Okay, so the Houston Texans versus the Colts. If they had Tyrod Taylor, I'd like the Texans a little bit more in this one, but the Colts win this one. I think final score being Colts 29. I'm going to go Texans. Texans score about 19, 29-19. All right, Raiders, Broncos, the competition for who's going to be the team that finishes probably, well, that's going to be in second place, or possibly, who knows, maybe even potentially first, but most likely second place in the division when it's all said and done this week. Raiders, I love what they've been able to do so far this season through the air and just, what this team represents. I know that now they're going to be really motivated right now. A lot of emotions are being right now for this Raiders team, and they want to bounce back with a win here. Broncos, they've dropped 2 straight, but this is a division game right here. Throw records out the door. This comes down to division football. But in this one right here, I'm going to take Derek Carr over Teddy Bridgewater in this one, even though it's down in Mile High. I got the Raiders to win this one 23-20. All right, so Buffalo versus the Tennessee Titans. I think Josh Allen's going to come out and he's going to have a tremendous game once again. I've got Buffalo winning this one. I'll say Buffalo 44, Tennessee 20. 44-20. All right, so next up, the Chiefs going down to the Washington football team. And so Washington football team, they've had some injuries. The defense hasn't played up to par. But the Chiefs, they're sitting at 2-3 right now, a little surprised. And I think Kansas City's going to win this game. I think final score is going to be Kansas City 31. Washington football team, I'll say 20, 31-20. All right, so the Bengals versus the Detroit Lions. I like how Cincinnati's been playing this year. I mean, they've really been a pleasant story so far at 3-2. I think they advanced it to 4-2 right now. Detroit's got a lot of injuries that they're currently trying to overcome right now. And so I've got this young Bengals team winning. I'm going to say final score of Bengals 36, Lions probably about 36-22. All right, so the Cardinals versus the Browns. This is another good one right here. You've got Arizona. They're currently 5-0 right now going against the Cleveland Browns, who currently they're sitting at 3-2. I think Cleveland finds a way to win this game, and I'm going to say Cleveland wins it with the final score of Cleveland 24, Arizona 22. And I think they give the Cardinals their first loss of the season. Cowboys versus the Patriots. And so, yeah, this is definitely a game that looking at the Dallas Cowboys, how great that they've been playing. I mean, this is a game that they should definitely go out there and be able to win. So the smart thing to say is that the Cowboys, because the Patriots just don't have an offense right now. The Patriots are my team. And so I'll be rooting for the Patriots to win this game. But I think the Cowboys ultimately win this one. Final score being Dallas. Let's see. I'll say Dallas scores about 20. Dallas 28. Patriots probably they might fight and make it about 20, so 28-20, but Cowboys still find a way to win. All right, so the Seahawks versus the Steelers. You've got the Seahawks without Russell Wilson. That's going to be huge. It's going to be a Sunday night game down there in Pittsburgh. I think ultimately when it's said and done, can Geno Smith be that guy? That's the question. Can Geno Smith be that guy that can help them get things going? I mean, he looked pretty good in that last game. He really did. If he can go out there and play like that again, then I like their odds. But I'm just going to go ahead and play it safe here and say the Steelers win this one, final score being 24-23. Let's see, Buccaneers versus the Eagles. In this one, I'm going to say that, I think the Buccaneers are going to win this one. And, because we're talking about Tampa Bay here. They've got a lot of talent and stuff. Jalen Hurts will have to play an A-plus performance to give them a chance in this one. So I've got Tampa Bay winning 34-20 in this one, 34-20. All right, so the Rams versus the Giants. I think that this one is going to go to the Rams. I think the Rams win this one, final score being 38-16. 38-16. I just feel the Giants got a lot of injuries right now, so I don't really know who's going to be out there playing for them this week. But yeah, 38-13. All right, so the Vikings versus the Panthers. This is huge depending on what Christian McCaffrey does, as well as Dalvin Cook, but it's going to come down to those two guys. I'm going to say that the Carolina Panthers find a way to win this one. Final score 26-24. All right, and the last one up here is the Green Bay Packers going down to the Chicago Bears. And so, Aaron Rodgers and company, to A-Rod, to going to Devontae Adams, that's going to be a great combination of watching this one. However, I've been going against the Chicago Bears lately. They've been proving me wrong week in and week out. And I keep saying at some point I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears in the matchup. I just don't know if Green Bay is that matchup that I want to do that for. But being at Chicago, I'm going to say that this will be the upset of the week right here, that you've got the Bears find a way at home to beat the Packers right here. I know the Packers should be favored in this one. I understand that. But I'm just going to project an upset here that somehow Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears find a way to win at home against the Packers, 24-21. So let's see how things play out, guys. But yeah, there goes my picks here for this week. And so obviously there's a lot of teams that I do understand that, like if you choose the Cardinals to win, I totally respect that. If you got the Packers to win, certainly understand that. Vikings, same with them as well. Broncos, Raiders, I feel like that one could go either way, honestly. Either way. I chose the Raiders here, but that one could literally go either way. Same with the Ravens versus the Chargers. That one could very well be Baltimore as well. So I certainly understand that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which teams you got winning in the chat section for sure, guys. Really looking forward to reading what picks you guys currently have. And thank you guys so much for making it this far in the video. Make sure that you guys leave a thumbs up. And if you're someone that's new, do consider subscribing to the channel. I do a lot of sports content as well as live streams as well. So definitely do make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And with that being said, thank you guys so much and see you guys next video.